What happens when one tennis player creates so much excitement that fans start rushing for tickets before she even steps onto the court? That is exactly what is happening around Alex Eala at the Cincinnati Open. Her arrival has triggered enormous attention, with Filipino supporters once again showing that they are willing to travel long distances just to watch her play. After the incredible scenes surrounding her matches in Toronto, where her growing fan base helped create packed crowds, Cincinnati suddenly became the next major test of the Alex Eala effect. Fans from across the United States are eager to see the Filipina star continue her incredible summer, and the excitement is becoming impossible to ignore. But this isn't only about packed seats. Alex is entering Cincinnati as the number 17 seed, the highest seeding of her career at a WTA 1000 event, after climbing to a career-high number 20 in the world. That means she gets a first-round bye and enters the tournament with a major advantage. More importantly, she arrives with momentum after winning her first WTA singles title in Washington and then reaching the fourth round in Toronto. Suddenly, every tournament feels bigger when Alex Eala is involved. And the biggest question is whether Cincinnati will become the next place where her rapidly growing fan movement takes over. But the real story goes far beyond the ticket rush. Alex Eala has reached a point where her matches are becoming major events for an entirely new audience, and tournament officials are starting to notice. In Toronto, the demand surrounding her matches was so strong that organizers reportedly had to move her onto the main court, while thousands of Filipino supporters filled the stands and turned ordinary match days into celebrations. Now Cincinnati is facing a similar wave of excitement. Fans aren't simply watching Alex because she is winning. They are connecting with her personality, her journey, and what she represents. That connection has helped her build one of the most passionate fan bases in women's tennis. Even former world number 1 Andy Roddick has praised the impact Alex can have on the sport, pointing out that bringing new viewers into tennis can only be a positive thing. Former British number 1 Greg Rosetsky has also highlighted the incredible support following Alex wherever she competes. And that is what makes Cincinnati so interesting. Alex isn't entering this tournament as an unknown rising player anymore. She is arriving as a seeded top 20 star with a growing international following and serious expectations on her shoulders. Every match now carries more attention, more pressure, and potentially an even bigger crowd. But her biggest challenge may not be the fans or the spotlight. It could be whether her body is ready for another demanding run. And this is where Alex Eala's Cincinnati story becomes even more important. A few years ago, she was still trying to prove that she belonged on the biggest stages of professional tennis. Now she is arriving at a WTA 1000 tournament as the number 17 seed and a top 20 player, with fans traveling from different parts of the United States just to see her compete. That transformation is not something that happened overnight. In 2022, Alex became the first Filipino player to win a junior Grand Slam singles title, giving the tennis world an early warning that a special talent was emerging. Then came her breakthrough run at the 2025 Miami Open, where she defeated multiple Grand Slam champions and reached the semifinals. That performance changed the conversation around her. She was no longer simply a promising young player. She was becoming someone capable of challenging the biggest names in the sport. Her progress continued into 2026, and the breakthrough many fans had been waiting for finally arrived in Washington. Alex captured her first WTA singles title and did it by defeating world number 3 Jessica Pegula in the final. That victory wasn't just another trophy. It showed that Alex could handle the pressure of a final, survive against an elite opponent, and deliver when the stakes were enormous. Then she traveled to Toronto and continued the momentum by reaching the fourth round of another WTA 1000 tournament. Now Cincinnati gives her another opportunity to prove that Washington was not a one-time miracle. There is also something happening around Alex that cannot be measured by rankings or trophies. Filipino supporters have turned her matches into celebrations, filling venues with flags and creating an atmosphere that makes her matches feel completely different. Her popularity is spreading beyond the Philippines, with supporters across North America following her journey and showing up whenever she plays. That puts Cincinnati in a unique position. The tournament is not simply welcoming another seeded player. It is welcoming a star whose fan base can transform the atmosphere inside the venue. But with that popularity comes pressure. Every win raises expectations, and every tournament now brings more attention than the one before it. Alex has to manage the noise while staying focused on the tennis itself. The timing makes Cincinnati even more important because the US Open is approaching, giving her one final major opportunity to test herself against the world's elite before heading to New York. The field is loaded with stars such as Aryna Sabalenka, Elena Rybakina, Jessica Pegula, Coco Gauff, and Iga Swiatek, meaning every round could bring another major challenge. Yet Alex has already shown that big names do not intimidate her. She has beaten champions before, and her confidence appears to be growing with every major victory. If she can stay healthy after her demanding summer schedule, settle quickly into Cincinnati's conditions, and continue producing the aggressive, intelligent tennis that has taken her this far, another deep run could be waiting. And that is why so many people are watching. Alex Eala is no longer chasing recognition. The attention has already arrived. Now she has to show the tennis world what she can do with it. The biggest question now is what Alex Eala can do with all this attention. Her rise has already changed the expectations around her, because she is no longer entering tournaments simply hoping to make a breakthrough. She is entering with a target on her back. At Cincinnati, the number 17 seed gives her a first-round bye and valuable extra time to prepare, but it also signals how quickly her ranking has climbed. Just months ago, many fans were still discovering her story. Now, she is sharing the spotlight with the biggest names in women's tennis. That kind of rapid rise can create enormous pressure, but Alex has repeatedly shown that she can perform when the moment gets bigger. Her victory over Jessica Pegula in Washington was the clearest example. Instead of being overwhelmed by the occasion, she played with the confidence of someone who believed she belonged there. Then Toronto gave her another test, and once again she reached the later rounds of a WTA 1000 event. Cincinnati could be even more revealing because the competition is stacked from the very beginning. Every opponent will be looking at Alex differently now. They know she has the game to challenge top players, and they know her confidence is rising. At the same time, thousands of supporters are waiting for another memorable performance. For Filipino fans, her matches have become much more than sporting events. They represent pride, connection, and the feeling of watching history unfold in real time. That support can give Alex incredible energy, but it also means the spotlight keeps getting brighter. And with the US Open coming next, Cincinnati could be the perfect final test. If Alex can manage her recovery, handle the pressure, and continue beating players she was once expected to lose to, her next major breakthrough may be closer than anyone imagined. The most fascinating part is that her story may still be only beginning.